My name is Evelyn. I never imagined my marriage would end this way. For 12 years, I stood beside the man I loved, my husband. Life wasn't easy. We struggled to make ends meet, living paycheck to paycheck. I worked 2 jobs just to keep food on the table and the lights on. But my husband, he was obsessed with the lottery. It was one habit that slowly turned into an obsession. He believed winning the lottery was our ticket out of poverty. At first, it seemed harmless, a few tickets here and there. Whenever I complained, he'd smile and say, "You don't understand. I'm doing this for us. One day this will change our lives." I believed him. I wanted to believe him. But then, things got worse. Every time he received his salary, he'd rush to buy tickets. His salary would come in on Friday, and by Monday it was gone. The bills piled up. Rent was late, the fridge empty. And still he kept playing. He truly believed his big win was just around the corner, but it never came. And every time he lost, he promised it was the last time, but it never was. I begged him to stop. I cried, I prayed, but nothing worked. It was like talking to someone under a spell. Then one day the unthinkable happened. We lost our home because he had used the mortgage money to buy more lottery tickets. That broke me. I told him I couldn't do it anymore. I told him if he didn't stop, I would file for divorce. He didn't beg. Rather, he looked me in the eye and said, "You'll regret threatening to divorce me when I win." I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. We had just lost our home because of his gambling, and he was still chasing luck. But still, I stayed, because that's what love does. It hopes, even when it hurts. I stayed, because I believed maybe one day he'd wake up and see what he was doing to us. 2 months later, his luck finally came. He eventually won, the jackpot, millions of dollars. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked, but also happy for him, for us. I thought this was finally our turning point. I was happy our loss hadn't been in vain, and all our suffering was finally over. After everything we'd lost, I truly believed he'd make it right. I imagined him paying off our debts, buying us a home, giving our children the stability they deserved. But I was wrong. Not long after his win, he changed. He started avoiding me, stopped answering my calls. Days later, he packed his things and moved out. He didn't even say goodbye. The next thing I got from him wasn't money. It was divorce papers and a note. My hands trembled as I read his words. He said I didn't deserve to reap where I didn't sow, that I wasn't supportive, that I didn't believe in him, that I gave up on him too soon. Tears rolled down my cheeks. As I stood there, I remembered his words. "You'll regret threatening to divorce me when I win." And in that moment, I realized he meant every word. Now I'm here, confused, heartbroken, and angry. After everything we went through together, after all the years I held our family together while he chased a dream that nearly destroyed us. He walked away. He took the money and abandoned me and our children like we never existed. I sit here every night, wondering, how could someone I loved so deeply become so cold? Was I really wrong for begging him to stop destroying us? Was I wrong for threatening to leave when I couldn't bear it anymore? Was I wrong for wanting peace instead of pain? I need to hear your thoughts. What would you have done in my place? Do I not deserve a share of that money? Or was I truly not supportive enough, like he claims?